Hello, in this video I'm going to be talking about the area coverage for each of the models that we have integrated on the interface. So in order to do that, I'm going to be working with the Swim interactive map. In order to access the map, you can go to the model section and click on any of the models. I'm going to select the water balance model and then on create scenario. Now once I'm in the workflow to interact with the model, we also have a button here on the upper right corner where it says area map. I'm going to click on that button and this will load an interactive map, and I'm basically going to walk through each of the layers that we have integrated on the map. So once you have accessed the map, you will notice that we have a layers panel on the right hand side corner, and if you uncheck any of the layers, they will be taken out of the visualization. So I'm basically going to go through each one of these layers, show some of the components that are available and how they map to each of the models that are integrated into the interface. Okay, so the first thing that we look at is that the area of coverage is divided into sub-basins. The models that we have on the interface do not divide the simulations by sub-basins, but this might be the case for some of the more complex models that have been developed with other collaborators. So this area coverage was specified through the project grant that was sponsored by USDA. So if you want more information about that, you would need to go to the website water.cybershare.utep.edu, and here you will find additional information about the project, the parent project, where Swim was actually derived from. Okay, so now let's look at things more specifically. So I'm going to show the layer that interacts with the river. I'm also going to be showing the different gauge stations just to give more emphasis on what the models that we have actually cover. So the models that we have go from the San Marcial gauge right up north of the Elephant Butte Reservoir, and they end at the Fort Whitman gauge on the section which is normally referred to as the Forgotten Ridge. Now, so the main input to each of the models would be the inflow that goes through the San Marcial gauges. So there are twin gauges here at San Marcial, and this is the water that will flow into Elephant Butte Reservoir, which is the main superficial storage of this area. And additionally, after Elephant Butte Reservoir, we have another reservoir, which is Caballo Reservoir, and that one acts as a buffer between Elephant Butte and the actual region where each of the consumption nodes are located. So now I'm going to look at the consumption nodes. So we have the municipal areas, and we also have some irrigation districts. So let me just show that really quickly. I'm going to start with the irrigation districts. So the irrigation districts that are covered by the models, if I click here, for example, we have the Elephant Butte Irrigation District, which covers that section, and also this section close to the city of Las Cruces. And we also cover El Paso County Water Improvement District number 1. And finally, we also cover the Valle de Juarez Irrigation District number 9, to be a little more precise. Now, on the municipality coverage, on the USA side, we have the city of Las Cruces, that is located in New Mexico. And we have the city of El Paso, that is located in Texas. And we also cover the city of Ciudad Juarez, although we don't have that layer showing on the map right now. Now, talking about the groundwater supply in the region, the groundwater supply is provided by two major aquifers, which I'm going to be showing right now. If I click on the aquifers layer, this layer would show the aquifers that are part of the region. On the left-hand side, we have the Mesilla Basin or Mesilla Aquifer, and in Mexico is also referred to as Conejos Medanos, and it covers the south of New Mexico and also part of Chihuahua in Mexico. And on the right-hand side corner, we have the Hueco Bolson, which covers part of Texas and also part of northern Chihuahua, specifically also access to the city of Ciudad Juarez. So that covers the view of the regional map, and I hope that gives a better idea of what we're talking about, since a lot of the variables and the vocabulary used in the models themselves do depend of a lot of what's going on the region and the name of the different gauges and the name of the reservoirs. So it's better to get the broad idea of what we're talking about before actually going and playing into the models.